What's going on, everybody? Josh Pocock here, and in today's video we are going to be looking at a tool called Quivr. Supercharge your brain, turn private and enterprise knowledge into a personal AI assistant, learning and improving at every interaction. This tool will literally help you create an AI-powered second brain with your favorite LLMs such as OpenAI, Anthropic, even local models like Ollama. The possibilities are really endless. We're going to show you how to self-host it. Let's dive right into it. All right, guys, so this is Quivr.com. Link for it will be in the description down below. And this is a really cool tool. You can see join over 45K users from organizations like Harvard, McKinsey and Company, Twilio, all these different companies. Integrations, we have Intercom, Google, PDF, HubSpot, OpenOffice 365, Notion, GitHub, Drive, Postgres, the web. So configure your second brain. Your second brain continuously trains on your company data, company's unique context to improve search relevance and discovery. Select the types of sources, so connect knowledge bases with native or custom integrations. Pick your Gen AI model, insert your prompt instructions, and boom, you can see a lot of great testimonials and reviews from people like different YouTubers, different people, CEO of Langchang, Supabase themselves. Really great stuff here, Llama Index. So we're gonna dive right into it. Here is the GitHub repo. So here it is. Now they actually really streamlined this install process for what it actually provides to you, what you're actually setting up. They really have a streamlined process for it, but you could potentially trip up along the way. So I'm going to walk you through it, show you how to do it very simple. So key features: fast and efficient, secure, OS compatible, file compatibility. So text, markdown, PDF, PowerPoint, Excel, CSV, Word, audio, video. By the way, guys, this is essentially, like, as I said, it's a second brain for AI. Essentially, it's using RAG, retrieval augmented generation. And this tool is very powerful for if you want to have a second brain that's hosted online, as well as you can even connect to their API. And I'll show you that in just a second. It's really cool. So public and private mode, so you can share brains with your users via public link or keep them private. You can share brains with your company. You could share brains with your friends, whatever the case may be. Now let's just dive right into it. So we're going to dive into the install, and then I'll show you what it actually looks like in a live demonstration. So yeah, like I said, they streamlined the install, 60-second install. There's a couple things I'll cover to make sure that you don't have any issues here. So first, there's an install video here. So I didn't even watch this. If you're having trouble, I would suggest checking this out, but we're going to cover it right now. So step 0 is Supabase CLI. So follow the instructions here to install the Supabase CLI. So I'm going to open that up right here. It's going to take you to Supabase. If you don't know about Supabase, they're a great tool basically to allow you to set up a Postgres database, and it's really awesome. I use them a lot. So installing Supabase CLI, essentially what you're going to do, depending on if you're on Mac, Windows, Linux, or you're using NPM or Bun. For me, I'm just on a Windows computer right now. So all I would do is do Scoop. So first off, you would need to install the CLI with Scoop. So you go to Scoop right here. You can get and I'll leave a link for this in the description, but if you're doing it with Mac, you're going to use brew install, and same thing with Linux, just so you know. With Windows though, you would just run these commands right here in a PowerShell terminal. If you have any issues running it with this right here, then just run the second command. Okay, for me, just in my terminal, it wasn't letting me run the first and the second. It was saying something about administrator thing, so I just ran the second one, worked fine. But you could try both or one. Next, once you got Scoop, you're just going to run scoop add supabase github.com/supabase scoop-bucket.git, and then you're going to run scoop install supabase. Okay, once you're done that, you're pretty much good on the CLI. Now we can clone the GitHub repository. So you're going to run git clone and then the GitHub repo, and then cd into Quivr. So you're changing directory into Quivr once that is cloned. Okay, and after that, you're just going to copy the .environment.example file and create a new .env file. So you can just run that command, very straightforward. Next, you're going to update the .environment file. So you can actually just do vim.env if you're on Linux or whatnot, or you can just do code dot to open VS Code. really any text editor, whatever the case may be. All right, so as you can see here, I just got VS Code open, and what you're going to do is you're going to update the OpenAI API key, right? So as you can see, that is just right here. Very simple. You would just put your API key here. Now, as you can see, there's different configurations too. I'm not going to dive into all the different types of configurations you could do, but you will see here that there is local available. So Ollama API base URL. So you would just tag this if you wanted to use Ollama, which then you could use any sort of model like Qwen 2, Llama 3.1, whatever the case may be for your AI second brain. For this purpose, I'm just using OpenAI, and then you're going to save this. And once you do that, you are going to CD to your backend. So you're going to change directory to backend. And before you do Supabase start, I want to say one thing. So first off, you're going to need Docker installed. So if you don't have Docker, go to docker.com. Then at that point, I will say I was having issues before I actually clicked on. So if you may have issues. What I actually did was I went to my settings, general, and I toggled this option on right here, expose daemon on TCP, localhost 2375 without TLS. So yeah, this, I mean, right, as you can see, it's giving a warning here. So I don't know if this is a permanent fix you may want to do. Yeah, I would maybe want to look into that a bit more, but just for the sake of this, I was getting an issue there. So I just, did it. And it worked fine after that. So yeah, you can toggle that on. And then if you're running into issues, I mean, it doesn't say that in here, at least that's the one thing that worked for me. Okay. But you could try it without it to start off. And if you're encountering issues, then toggle on that setting. But then you're just going to run Supabase start. So you could just run actually both, like this whole command at once, or if you already changed directories, then just run Supabase start. Okay. Once you do that, it's basically going to spin up the whole container like this. It's going to take maybe a couple minutes, and then once it spins up the Supabase, you're going to cd at // which is going to take you back and then to the main directory. You could just copy this and run all these at once, and then you're going to docker compose pull to pull the Docker images and the Docker compose file, and then Docker compose up. Okay. It's also saying here you could do a different command if you want to pull from the Docker compose.dev YAML file. So this is if you're a developer and you want to run the project in development mode. So I didn't try that one out, but yeah, so you could do either one. And then saying you may have to change a setting if you're on Mac. Okay, I'm not on Mac, so if you are on Mac, you may want to check that out. Once it's all pulled, the images and whatnot, the containers, then you can log into the app. So to do so, you go to localhost 3000/login, and the default login is admin at Quivr, and then the password is admin. Okay, so I'll just show you copy. I'll just show you what it looks like. Looks like this. So you would just log in here, and once you log in, it's going to look like this. Okay. Now I'm going to go over it in just a second. Before I get into the demo though, I just want to show you too, if you go to ports 5050, you can access the backend, as well as and I'll show you that. And if you go to ports 54323, that's where you can access your Supabase. So here's the Supabase. You can see here, it's spun up some tables right here. We got the public schema with all the different tables, right? You can go in here, check things out, check out the databases, etc. And then on the backend side of things, we got Swagger or FastAPI right here. And yeah, you can see all the different API endpoints, different ones, which is pretty cool that they have this. This is something like pretty cool. So you could connect this within an app or whatever the case may be, and send API endpoints to these to actually use this, right? Now let's go ahead and check out the app. So here's the The user interface looks pretty good. For some reason, I don't know why it has these. I don't know if it's a specific update or maybe it's something on my end, but we can see here these scroll things here, and that's kind of annoying. Don't know why it's like that. Here we'll see our different models. We'll see our brains. So default brain, I created this one, pro get. We'll see all, which is there. You can create a brain up here. You can go here and it will just show what is Quivr, build your second brain, some information here, select assistants, etc. Here we have home. Here we have Brain Studio, where we can create brains, check out our analytics, okay, and notifications, so we can see our notifications. We can go to threads and see all of our conversation threads today within the previous 30 days. And then here we can go to admin and see our stuff. We can go to connections and we can connect our Google Drive, our SharePoint, our Dropbox, whatever the case may be. All right, you could also create new API keys right here and then interact with Quivr's API. But let's go ahead to Brain Studio. So if I go here and up here, like I said, you can either create a new brain or add knowledge. We're going to create a brain. I'm just going to call this test. I'm going to call this test. We're going to go next. And here you can add information. You can feed your brain from your documents. So any document you want, from your connections, right? Or from a website page. It can literally crawl a website page. So if I put in my company website right here, executivestride.com, right? I can just click this upload button right here. It's going to upload. As we see, we have one URL right here. And then I'm going to create. When you say brain successfully created, and you can see I have a notification here, crawling websites. So it's actually crawling right now, should be done in just a second, but I actually already crawled the same website right here in this one. So I'm going to go here. And when you're in your brain, you can see different things such as settings. So we could change the different model we want, whether it's right now, I'm just have GPT-4 and 3.5. So we're going to do 4. You can select max tokens. You can create prompts, so prompt name, prompt instructions. I'm not going to do all that right now. You can see people who have access, so you can invite people, and you can see the knowledge that is uploaded right here. So I could go add knowledge and add more knowledge to a specific brain, but let's go ahead and actually test this brain. So let's go to here, brain, get pro get. And as you can see here too, yeah, it's the test website did crawl now. So to talk to my brain, I'm going to go at, and then I can select a basic, just like a model to talk to a model, or I can select a brain. So I'm going to go pro get. I'm going to say, tell me about some of the success stories of executive stride clients. All right, should be able to pull it from our website, fully chunked and everything, basically doing a RAG system within your second brain. It's going to take a little bit of time, but once it does, we should get some good output here. Okay, look at that. We literally just pulled all the information here. We can see Executive Stride has several success stories highlighted on their website, showcasing clients who have had experienced significant benefits from their service. Frankie Shaw reported generating a tremendous amount of additional monthly income and praised the supportive team that hands results on a silver platter. Jacob Snitman, boom, all these different ones. It literally pulled all these different testimonials right from the source of our website. We could copy this, thumbs up it, thumbs down it, and it even provides us additional potential follow-up questions like, how does Executive Stride guarantee results for its clients? What specific clients does ES offer to its clients? Can you provide detailed strategies Executive Stride uses for LinkedIn marketing? So really, really cool stuff. This is a really, really powerful second brain. And the really cool thing is that you can, it's specific for second brains around AI. So you can build these different brains with really any different type of format of content, from docs to connections to website scrapes. Not only that though, if you're building an app or you're connecting it in some sort of way to external things, or you're using N8N, Make.com, or whatever the case may be, really, you can leverage the API endpoints and do cool things with it. So it's definitely something I'm going to be testing out, playing around with. And yeah, hope you got some value here. If you have any questions, as always, let me know in the comments down below. All the documents I covered will be in the description down below, so you can easily run through this install and get this set up as soon as possible. Also, too, guys, if you're new here and you got some value here, I definitely appreciate hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button. Really helps out the channel a lot. And we upload videos every single day on AI, automation, business growth, different tutorials, different, value adds any way that we can. So join along with the journey, and yeah, stay updated with the daily uploads. Also too, if you haven't already joined our free community, stridecommunity.com, link to our free Facebook group and Discord channel will be in the description down below. Other than that, guys, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, guys, accelerate your stride. Take care.